Hello, friends. It's me, Miss Wicks. I hope you all are having a great week so far. I'm really excited to do some fun math with you again today. Earlier this week with Miss G, you learned how to solve open-ended story problems. Open-ended story problems give you the answer and you have to solve it your own way. There can be multiple ways to solve it and multiple number partners that you can put together to solve your answer. Today we're going to do some more practice with these types of story problems. The first story problem says, there are 3 ducks. Some are on the boat and some are in the water. How many can be on the boat and how many can be in the water? So we need to draw 3 ducks because we know there are 3 ducks total. And we need to figure out how many can be on the boat and how many can be in the water. 1, 2, 3. Now we have to split these 3 ducks into 2 groups by drawing our line. And remember, you can draw your line wherever you want, as long as there are 2 groups that make 3. So I'm going to draw my line right here. On this side of the line, we have 1 duck. So I'm going to write the number 1. On this side of the line, I have 2 ducks. So I'm going to write that number below. So we know that 1 and 2 more make 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is just one way that you can show your work. If you draw your line somewhere else, your numbers may look different, but that's okay as long as they total the number 3. Good job, boys and girls. The next problem says, there are 6 ducks. Some are on the boat and some are in the water. How many can be on the boat and how many can be in the water? So I'm going to draw 6 circles to represent the 6 ducks. There are 6 total ducks. And we have to figure out how many can be on the boat and how many can be in the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now remember, you can draw your line wherever you want as long as you're splitting it into 2 groups. I'm going to draw my line right here. Now we have to count how many ducks are on each side of the line, and that's going to show us how many can be on the boat and how many can be in the water. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2. And we know that there are 6 ducks total, so that means 4 ducks can be on the boat and 2 ducks can be in the water. I'm going to show you another way that you could do this instead of 4 and 2. So let's look at a different way we can show this same exact problem. So I still have my same 6 ducks. And now I'm going to draw my line over here. I have not changed the amount of ducks, but let's make sure there's still 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So before we had the numbers 4 and 2. This time our numbers are going to be different because we drew the line in a different place. So there is 1 duck on this side of the line and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ducks on this side of the line. So we know that 1 and 5 make 6. Good job, boys and girls. Now the next one is going to give us a picture, and sometimes when we do these problems, we may have a blank sheet of paper or we may have a picture that goes along with it. Now in the picture you will see the boat and you will see the water. And now we're going to show our work in a different way. There are 9 ducks. Some are on the boat and some are in the water. How many can be on the boat and how many can be in the water? Now what we need to make sure we're doing here is that we're drawing 9 circles. But when we draw those circles, we're going to draw some of them on the boat and some of them in the water, and then we're going to go back and count how many we drew on the boat and how many we drew in the water, and that's going to show us how we solved the problem. So watch Miss Wicks do this. I'm going to count out 9 circles because there are 9 ducks. Now remember, some are on the boat and some are in the water. So when I'm drawing my picture, I'm going to draw some here and some in the water, just like our problem is telling us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when I just did that, I counted to 9, but in the middle of my counting, I moved some to the water to show the 2 different groups. So let's make sure Miss Wicks has 9 ducks, and then we'll go back and count each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I'm going to look at the boat. How many ducks do you see on the boat? Very good. There are 3 ducks on the boat. How many ducks do you see in the water? Good. There are 6 ducks in the water. So we know that one way we can show this is by putting the number 3 and the number 6 to make the number 9. Awesome job, boys and girls. We're going to do one more problem the way we just did it with the picture. All right, there are 5 ducks. Some are on the boat and some are in the water. How many can be on the boat and how many can be in the water? So I need to remember when I'm drawing my circles or my ducks, I need to make sure I draw until I get to 5. But in the middle of that, I'm going to switch some of my ducks in the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Miss Wicks never stopped counting, but I moved my pen over to the water to split up the 2 groups as I was counting. Let's make sure we have 5 ducks total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we see how many ducks on the boat. Good job, boys and girls. We see 3, so we're going to write that number by the boat. How many ducks do we see in the water? Good, we see 2. So I'm going to write that number above the water. And we have 3 and 2 that we put together to make 5. Now, just like in the other problems where you draw your line, you might not have the same numbers as somebody else because there are different ways we can make 5 by putting different numbers together. So if your work looks different than someone around you, or if it looks different than mine, that's okay, as long as your total number of circles or ducks match the total number in the problem. I had so much fun with you guys today. Thanks for doing some more math with me. When you guys do this on your own today, you're going to have one problem that doesn't give you a picture, where you will draw you a line and split your circles into 2 groups, and your other problem will give you a picture. I will talk to you guys next week. Goodbye.